the ANSYS software. So that click on start and selecting ANSYS 14.0 Workbench. First I am going to do a CFD process over the bucket. Later, by using that CFD process, I can find the force over the bucket. By using that force, I am going to apply the force over the bucket so that we can see stress over the bucket. Now, that means we have to do two analysis. First, we have to find the force. Second, we are going to find stresses over the bucket or stresses caused by bucket at certain velocity or certain force. Okay, once I want to save this file, first of all save the file. Saving the files helps to this whatever analysis faster. Saving the column here on the file done. I'm naming as safety and structure analysis of static structure. Okay, save. Okay, once it is done, now I'm going to select this what we call as import. First we need to import the model. Well done. First I am importing bucket. So click on the geometry, right click and select edit geometry so that we can save. Already previous file is there, so overwrite it. Says I want to replace it. Okay, by import, select the bucket, open. Just double click on this one so that we can enter into designer modular, or you can right click or click on edit option so that you can also enter into designer modular. So I want to see the body. Click on generate so that we can see the model. So let's create one surrounding zone for it so that I can apply a load or force over it. Choose one plane which is coming X place, X shape dot lines. Choose a plane so that we can see X place. Okay, X shaped lines. Sketch. Create a small area like this. Okay, rectangle. Doesn't matter which dimension you selected, just create a rectangle. Smaller or bigger, should cover total body. Then extrude it and I already said should cover total body. Once direction is coming, not another direction, that's why I'm going to select symmetrical so that you can see both directions here. Or we can select up to this location only if you want. Okay, but if you want up to this location, so let me go back to sketch. Go back to sketch. Sketch and make sure that this one should touch this line to touch this one. Constraint, coincide, select this line and select this line so that it can touch. Okay, one direction will come. Later we can specify the dimension of this one. Let me put dimension from this to this as 50 only, or 40 also, no problem. 40 is too high, too less. Generate, so only half section will come, only half section will come. Then make sure that you have to choose the extrusion as frozen so that we can see two bodies instead of selecting one body. Generate so that we can see two bodies here. Let me cut the shape from this body so that we can see interaction between these two. Otherwise it will consider as two different bodies. And CFD process we have to make only one body, not two bodies. Again, it's a target body, it's a cutting body, so that we can see cutting of that particular shape from the target body like this. Once it is done, make sure the velocity of inlet. Select this face selection, right click, select this name section and name it as inlet, and generate. Similar way you have to choose the outlet also. Select this one, right click, name section. So if inlet is there, you have to provide outlet also. Outlet. For my sake, what I am doing, I am erening all the spaces which are there, surroundings, then so that I can select only the internal face of the delta. Right click, select all, right click. So I am selecting this option called name section, saying that this is a bucket. You can see the bucket is there. Just we remove the surfaces body so that we can see go for CFD process. So we have bucket also. I click and show all bodies. We have bucket and followed by the surrounding over the buckets here. So it is the inlet and it is outlet. So water should come here and go out this. Between these two inlet and outlet, we have a body which opposing the flow, so that we can see there is a change over here. So from the change we can find a force. Once it is done, go to file, close, design and modular. Now select this option called as fluid flow CFX, very easy one. Select and drag it and leave it over here. Then double click on the mesh so that we can do simulation over the bucket so that we can find force. So my target is to find the force. It depends upon the velocity. So I am not doing totally because of CFD is not important, but as per my knowledge, I don't know what is the force acting over the velocity of the water. So because there is no such formulas to find out the velocity versus force, so this is the only way to find the force over the bucket. So that's why I am using this method. If you have any formula about that force versus pressure, you can use that formula so that we can provide. So let me generate mesh. So I am selecting this mechanical mesh and should be fully defined, and is fine. And in advanced, standard mechanical is there. Make sure for this CFD process. And the mid surface should be dropped. Drop means don't want to give more mesh here. Generate mesh so that we can see mesh over the body. like this will come. So once it is done, just click on the mesh and update it so that we can convert into simulation. Close it. So double click on the setup. Now we need to provide inlet velocity of the water and outlet of the water so that we can see difference in force, etc., etc. So when we open the software, so when you open CFX method, so this is window we got. Okay, in this window we can define boundary conditions like velocity or pressure over the body. So we got the model. Let me define the boundary conditions. In the flow velocity, right click on this one, insert boundary, specify index, click OK. Inlet, then specify the velocity of the water. Let's consider velocity water is 15 meter per second. Okay, 15 meter per second. Or if you want to specify velocity of in kilometers per hour, so you can specify the kilometers per hour. So depend upon our requirement it is. Just I want to specify the velocity of water is 15 kilometers per hour. Click OK to confirm. Like this arrows will come. Again we have to define outlet also. Outlet. Click OK to confirm. Then choose outlet as outlet only. So it is showing that mass is not relevant. So click on boundary conditions. Static pressure. I don't want to see any result at the outlet. Just I want to see the forces here. That's why I'm going to click on 0. We have outlet arrows, inlet and outlet. Between these two, one body is there. That's why I want to say there is a boundary condition. So it is called as bucket. Click OK. The bucket is a wall, or bucket is the opposing body. Okay, which is named as bucket. Okay. So I want to use water velocity material. So in this one we have for water is there. Double click on the water so that water can be activated. Now close this one so that we can go for calculation part. So double click on the solution so that it can run calculation so that we can see force. It takes around 10 to 15 minutes to complete, but anyway we have to wait for simulation to complete so that we can define velocity. Select this option called as double precision, so which helps to use multiple platform of my system. It doesn't have multiple platforms, that means more than one core. So don't use this one. If you have multiple cores, that means water core, weight core. If your system is very good system, you can use this option, otherwise just leave it and run calculation. So make sure that there is a graph going to come here. So this graph shows this how much simulation is going to complete it. At the bottom we can see number 1, 2, some number will come. We have to make, so it carries like that. It's updating. Okay, complete this one, click OK. At the bottom we can see 0 to 20 is coming. Okay, make sure that should complete 100 or stop somewhere. So up to then we have to wait. This faster only. I think it takes around 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Click on OK so that we can see. I said up to 100, but it's completed at 62 like that. Okay. Then close it. So because once we got the solution, just to close it. So I want to see the results. Double click on this one so that I can find deviations and I can find force. Okay, I want to create one plane so that I can see the results. Our bucket. Okay, in the bucket, let me create a plane, apply, so that we can see plane here, but it's coming like this. I don't want like this. Change different plane. Here is coming, okay, but I want exactly here. Just specify that units half of the body so that we can see center. Once it is done, just deactivate it, don't delete. Select this counter, choose velocity because all are velocities only, local. Choose the location as plane what we create. Now we can see the deflection of that velocity. So you can see deflection of the velocity, and I want to see only velocity effect over the bucket. Click on this option again, velocity over it, on the bucket, select bucket, apply, so that we can see velocity effect here. So it doesn't moving here, doesn't giving any deviations. Just here sure we can see that answer. So it is 0. I want to see the pressure. So that means there is a change is there. There is some disturbance causing over the bucket. So because of disturbance, so I want to find the force. So for that one, go to this expression here. I click on this one. Then no, just write any name, but I am going to write as a force. Click OK. So on which direction is there? So we have to define which direction. The Z direction body is there, up to down. So right click on this one, function, then choose force of Z direction, force of Z direction here. Right click, then choose the location where you want to see the answer. I want to see over the bucket. Click OK to see the answer. Now I can see it is a negative, that means my 0.1 newtons of force is causing, 0.1 newtons of force is causing over the turbine at a velocity of 15 kilometers per hour. So when you find the answer, so if I selected this one, kilo kh pm, km ph2 MPS meters per second. If I provided 15, that means the water is flowing the 4.1 meters per second like that. So very less velocity water. So because of this one only we are getting this force. Okay. Now it is done. So we got negative force means direction is negative, but that's why it's coming negative. No need to worry. Negative positive doesn't matter. So we have depend upon direction. It is 0.1 Newton is coming. Okay, minimize it, or you can simply close it. Now we are going to add a new model. Import, selecting the Pelton wheel, and right click on this geometry. Let me save first, then you can do that one. Save. Right click and edit it so that we can enter into this is a modeler. So in default I want to see the model. So that's why I click on generate so that we can see model. So because of number of buckets taking a lot of time. So if one bucket is there, it takes less time, but there are different are there. That's why it's taking the time. Okay, libraries will come. But at the beginning of the section I said that I want to see the stresses over the bucket and out wheel. That's why I am selecting the rest of the bodies. Don't want to simulate, but when you are doing the project, make sure that you have to use all the bodies. I click. I'm going to suppress those bodies. I don't want to see the results over there. Then file, close. We got the model, we got the file. So let me select the static structure here, drag it and leave it over here. So defaultly the predominant should not corrode when we applied the water. So non-corrode bodies are stainless steel and aluminum, or we can use titanium. Okay, so let's consider stainless steel. So for that sake, I'm going to select the engineering data here. So in defaultly we have structural steel, not stainless steel. Click on this option called as engineering data source, and from the engineering data source, click on general materials so that we can see stainless steel. So in general materials, go down, then we can see steel is there. Stainless steel. Click on plus mark to activate. If you want aluminum, just add aluminum. Go back to project. Double click on the model. So I'm selecting these two bodies, that means our disc and followed by bucket, or both are stainless steel only, because should not corrode when we use water rapidly or frequently. Okay, water makes corrodes faster. So that's why I'm going to use these two materials. So it is coming on wireframes here. Go to view, shade with edges so that we can see solid. Okay. Now I am going to select parts and saying these two parts are made up of steels. Now in default we have a connection between these two like this. I don't want it. Delete this one. Okay. But I am going to create my own connection called as joint connections, where we can put screws or nut and bolts like that. Click on fix support, select disc. So here I am going to select body to body, two bodies are there, this one, then opposite of that one also, like this. Similar way, body to body, mix. Select the internal face of this hole and the face of the bucket, support holes. Apply. Okay, like this will come. One body should come red, one body should come blue. Once it is done, now make sure that the disc is fixed. So at the beginning of state the disc is fixed, later we can be rotated, but right now we are using static. Static means rest, rest means fixed. I click on this one, I am going to apply the force. Okay, so we are going to apply the force entire this face like this. Apply, and make sure that we have to choose the direction of the force, that is component. So in this component, in z direction only we have to provide, that is minus what we have, 0.0010 like that. So then we can see small arrows coming downward direction. Negative means negative direction, that's it only. Once it's done, just add the deformations, stresses and strain. Solve it so that I can see the stress over the turbine. Now the solution is done. You can see reformation of the turbine bucket. Stress, we can see stress is causing over here because of this connection between these two, and strain. So I want to see the stress over this particular body because of this force. So because of this one, I want to see the stress over this body. That's why body selection, stress, right click, evaluate results, so that we can see stress over the body. So here it is coming more stress or more deformation is coming here. So because of this going downward direction, we can see the effect is causing over here. Okay, once it is done, I want stress variations. So let me select H, select this end line, choose the stress, then right click over it, convert to path results, again solve it so that we can see stress variations here from this point to this point. So we can see at the middle of the joint, at the nearest joint, we can see increase of the stress, and the stress is also 0.02 is coming. So like this we can do simulation of the wind well done. Okay, any doubts?